Look at what a badass Potman has grown into.
Just
Cried Wolf MacGannigan.
take that, just put it closer. Go lie back down on the couch.
Okay. Certainly. About another
In before.
12, 14 minutes later, there's then the sound of the screen door out, behind like the back door, slamming.
Like, slam it
Others, the
Well,
others are coming for you.
It's like someone someone had opened it and then let it go so that it slams shut again.
Potman screams a little bit more this time. Pulls his gun out.
We are.
Definitely wakes Fletch and Cat back up again.
The screen door slammed. Maybe it was the wind, or maybe they're coming for us, or I don't know.
I knew I should have gone down through the lockdown thing last night.
Is there a pillar of black smoke in the distance? Well, let's go check it out.
Okay.
That ready.
Covertly, the group moves forward into the kitchen to take the back door and training their weapons on it so that if anyone is out there, they will be smoked.
Well, not too quickly. We gotta find out what their attractiveness is first.
Zonks, Fletch.
Of course.
Zombies don't slam doors.
Unless it just ran through the door and then the door just slammed itself.
Sure. Okay. You guys stack up on the door. Open it. And swivel the weaponry and point out. And standing outside, sort of like right outside like the first step as like the kitchen like sort of leads down like a few steps to like go down to the yard. It's very difficult to see with the dim light. Sort of a young, roughed up boy, about 6 years old, looks like a street urchin sort, wearing like a little cloak that appears to have cow feathers on it. He's holding up like cow feathers, yes, crow feathers. My apologies, cow feathers. Funny, haha, yes, cow's molt. True story.
I refuse to giggle.
Yep. Crow feathers.
It's a very not very well known fact that baby cows are actually fully feathered.
Yep. As a crow feathered cloak. Ragtag clothes. He's actually holding like a little stack of like newspapers, and he offers one, and like in that little kid voice that makes you think of like one of those dumb English movies, like, "Please sir, I want some more." He's like, "Excuse me, would you like to buy one of these?"
Where'd you get that coat?
Gonna lower the bat for a second.
Fletch is looking at him rather intensely.
The little 6-year-old homeless kid like blinks and like looks down and says, My mother gave this to me."
Yeah, where's she?
Would you like to buy a newspaper?
Well, I want to know where that coat came from.
My mother gave it to me.
The paper's old. He walks back in.
Kid looks nervously to the left and right. Looks at Cat. "Would you like to buy a paper?"
Potman sighs and asks the kid, "Is your mom deaf?"
Yes. Would you like to buy a paper?
I think we know where your mom is.
Great.
Oh god, reset flashbacks.
Oh, why are you still out here at this point?
Paper? Buy? There's like this like wide, bright beaming false smile like on the kid's face. It's only $1. Maybe 75 cents.
See, I don't believe him for a second, so I'm actually going around to check the other sides of the house.
Sure. Fletch storms outside past the kid that goes scouring around the house.
Knocks the kid over on the way through.
Intentionally pushes him to the side.
Oh! Sir, there's no need to be rude. Just ask if you want to buy a paper. What
Whoa.
about...
Just keep
He's something
walking.
cheeky.
He's gonna get shot.
Whoa. Not that
I already
cheeky.
walked off. I didn't say that. I said nothing.
Yeah, child murder. That's great. Excuse me, sir. This is actually Fallout 3, not Fallout 2. You can't shoot the kid. I won't allow it.
Sure, we haven't modded it.
Should have modded it. Yes.
If I modded it, I'd have a lot more attractive companions.
Hey, Potman's beautiful on the inside.
Then we'll just need to split him open.
So, God.
I'm oddly okay with this.
So, kid, why are you still out here? I understand the paper thing, but seriously, there's that whole compound thing over there.
Brian, it really cut into my route. I'm trying to save up enough.
Route.
Yes. Gotta get it to
There's,
10 speed.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if you guys don't want to buy paper, then sure, you just have to do say so.
At like 3 in the morning.
That's basically it.
Yeah.
I get started on my route early.
All the stores are closed.
Society
Forever.
in this town is
Putting it
mixed
mildly.
fast. You could just take a bike. As you haven't taken them all to the compound.
Like,
Mom.
everyone's dead.
Mom said not to steal things.
So your mom actually is deaf.
Would you like to buy a paper?
No.
All right, then.
I don't own money, but seriously, we know where your mom is if that's who your mom is.
No, we actually got $63 from the raiders that we killed.
Oh.
I mean, you can have a good...
60.
You can have a good day, then. Like picks up, like, the stack of papers that he has and, like, begins to walk away from the back door.
Wait, come on, kid. We can take you to her.
Yeah.
And stops, looks around. But you don't want to buy a paper.
If I buy your papers, will you let us take you to your mom?
The kid zones out a little bit, sort of like staring like through Eugene rather than at him.
That was an yard stare.
Ryan, go ahead and roll me a secret perception plus notice.
Oh god, I have to look at numbers.
Alright.
Ryan, not Aaron.
Oh.
He has better
still-
chances. Let him do it.
Ryan, Fletch is the one who's looking around the house.
I believe this is... Yeah, perception is still 10. Need a slash in front of that.
Okay. Fletch does an examination around the house, slowly with the gun held out as he sweeps around. Does not see anything, although it is very, very difficult to see with dim light. All he can hear with his keen hearing is the little boy talking to Kat and Potman at the back.
It's kind of grating. Like, I wish I was listening to Tony snore again.
It's like, yeah, only $1, sir.
He's talking to you guys again.
I know.
Yeah, I can tell. Potman will fish him out some rolled up old one and say, Come on, we'll see if we can find her.
Right. Like, hands you a paper.
What have you been eating, kid? Like, there's not much.
Would you like to buy a
Pros.
paper, miss? It becomes quickly obvious in any attempts to interrogate the kid that he's not all
There.
He's traumatized as shit.
Yeah, and I can tell.
Yeah. If that point had not been made sufficiently clear.
Clearly the only option if you want to take him back to his mom is to brutally capture and tie him up.
I'm tempted.
Just grab him with one giant hand and get going.
Kid's not strong, although he will kick and scream. He
bites like a zombie.
he does not bite, but there is definitely kicking and screaming and like lashing of like the head and neck area to try to like headbutt. But there's no need for a roll on that. Adult people are sufficiently strong to terrorize this little kid and hold him down.
He's got like a strength rating of 1, probably. At best.
Come on.
1, 2.
Potman says once we've got him grabbed. Let's
That's lower than the volume that I could do it, but I just wanted to get the point across.
Yeah.
let's try and backtrack.
All right.
In the middle of the night.
Pretty much. Well, it's not really the
Where
middle
else
of the
you
night. This was third watch.
Yeah, it's third watch. You
And
are
it was
like
already dark when we got here, wasn't it? Because they had to turn on the floodlights to see us?
Yeah.
If we pass Fletch, I'm gonna tell him to make sure Tony doesn't get himself dead.
What are you doing?
We're taking this, kind of shrug the kid at him,
This-
back to his mother.
Wasn't that like miles down the road?
Yeah, we're going to have to like take the car. Backtrack.
They're kidnapping me, someone help!
You want to like knock him out first? You want me to knock him out first?
I don't really.
Well, alright, I'm just gonna walk back inside.
Someone please! Please help!
We're taking you back to your mom, kid.
If you traumatize him enough, he'll just pass out.
Hopefully.
It's gonna be like that annoying cat that won't stop meowing in the car.
Yeah, like that annoying cat.
Just like that.
Remember when I said things would be the death of us?
Yeah.
This kid's gonna be the death of us.
I mean, he's like a tiny zombie attractor. I mean, listen to him.
So you two are gonna try to bundle him up in the vehicle and then drive off. Like,
Let's
how are you gonna
go.
bundle him up? You just gonna like let him scream?
Do we have any cloth I can just wrap him in?
You
I'm not gonna gag him.
there certainly
I'm
exists
not gonna
enough
gag,
so,
I'm just
so
gonna
that you
wrap
can.
him so he stops kicking everything.
She has a lot of experience with mummification.
Yes, you could certainly. Yes, there is enough.
I have 3 skill in mummify.
There is enough scrap cloth that you could. solve
First
this
aid,
thing.
specialty mummification.
The
I'm
entire
more
thing.
inclined to just stick him in the car and let him exhaust himself.
What about the trunk? I'm not
You
there.
can
I'm
only
gonna
keep that up
stop
for so long
suggesting.
before passing out.
All right.
All right.
Man, if Potman wasn't so ethical, he'd totally give this kid some meat right now.
You're not?
You should.
I'm not sure whether that's a line the series should cross. I don't feel comfortable uploading that.
Oh, man.
Damn his ethics.
Oh shit.
Going to get to a certain timestamp in the video, and it just goes like to white noise for 5 minutes.
It's just
No,
a screen for the
One
whole
of
fight.
Potman's things is he never sells to kids.
You're not selling it.
Well, or gives samples.
Doesn't solicit. Yes. All right. All right. Trusty Tony is left behind to sleep. Fletch is left behind with Trusty Tony and Cat and Potman. Take the car and leave Boonesboro, heading back up the road.
I mean, unless these guys want to come with us.
Eugene, you drive. I'll try to keep screaming like whatever the fuck his name is.
That he does.
If you cover his mouth and nose, he'll stop screaming.
So Eugene is driving. I like
In
this.
the middle of the night.
Yeah, he doesn't have any driving skill.
He's not gonna hit anything.
He doesn't know how to drive.
No, he knows how to drive. He just doesn't
No,
have
he
any driving
doesn't.
skill.
That's the entire point of having a -2 in the skill.
Okay, so you know,
We go
minus,
careening off the edge.
-2 for not having the skill. It's pretty dark out here, but Eugene's traveling very slow, so there's not going to be
Very
any.
slow.
There's
With
not
the
gonna,
high beams on.
there's not going to be any penalty for all the obstacles, but just even with the darkness, I want a dexterity plus drive minus. We'll say -4.
No
Yikes.
penalty, just a -4.
So just a -4.
All right.
Yeah, I made grenade launcher shot with that. Those odds.
Okay, so that's, let's see.
It would be worse if you were actually
Dexterity.
traveling at a faster than Granny speed, but he's not traveling faster than Granny
4.
speed. Okay? I want you to make that roll, the same roll for me again.
Would it be a -2, -4, or just a -4?
Just a -4.
Okay, so
No, that -2 is for not having the skill.
I'm saying I'm collectively binding it to a
Okay.
-4.
In that case, that was a 6.
Yeah, it was a 6. Make that roll again. Okay. All right. Potman, predictably enough, well, with any point of the driving skill, with only the basic knowledge of driving, even at granny speeds, perhaps it's the loud kid screaming in the background because he's not yet tiring himself out. Perhaps it's the paranoia. Potman loses control of the vehicle, and then it goes sliding off the road into a ditch. But at incredible granny speeds, no one takes any damage.
Bitch.
just kind of gently careens off the
Yeah,
edge and
it's
gets
just,
stuck.
with Potman like, oh god, I'm losing control.
All right.
A
Potman will
gentle
try.
little bump at the bottom.
Yeah.
How
I'll
did
try and back it on out.
Ditched. Well, it has rained recently.
Are you ditching our car?
The front tires are definitely mired in.
I really should be asking, is it like the ditch, or is it just like a ditch that goes down into a slant?
Jordan's expertise is not here to get you out of this one.
The ditch expert. Looks like the type of ditch that you would like get a winch and a truck out and like actually pull the car out of, because the front tires can't get any traction being down there in the soggy, muddy ditch.
Oh boy.
Well, I just ruined the car.
About a mile out of Boonesboro. The car is still functional. He was traveling at granny speed, so you folks didn't sustain any damage. But with the wheels
worse.
particularly, like the back wheels are hanging up in the air, front wheels down there in the muddy ditch, not
So
going
this is a
anywhere.
steep ditch. Got it.
Yeah, bit steep, muddy.
Could be worse. Could be raining.
Nah,
At
that's
that
what I think,
moment, no. At least the kid stops screaming the moment that happens.
All right, time to head
Everything's-
back to.
All uphill.
Everything's coming up Millhouse.
Time to head back to Fletch and
You're just
Tony.
abandoning the quest.
Can I go back
we
to the
have
quest
no
giver?
bucket
We're
Car.
just gonna leave the quest object here, throw him in the ditch. We're out.
I mean, how far back out of town was
you're
the
like-
kid's mom when last we saw her?
You maybe 6 to 10 miles.
I mean,
You're less than a mile out from Boonesboro right now.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. We kind of need to go back and have Tony steal us a new car and drive us.
Yeah.
You already cleared the patrols from that area.
Because
Respawn.
I'm totally not trying to get you to go do something that'll just be funny.
so yeah.
What? Careening at 5 miles per hour into a ditch wasn't funny enough?
No, I mean trying to walk 10 miles to return this kid to a woman that we have no clue where she is now.
Exactly.
Because she's totally not just an NPC that's still going to be standing in the middle of the street.
That's exactly what's happening.
Because I
Potman's-
kind of cut
Potman's
her
hoping,
free.
Potman's hoping that since the kid is in this town, that she will have been walking towards this town. That's Potman's hope.
On the road in plain view.
Maybe
She's swaggering the whole way there.
Potman's got a pretty good set of eyes on him. He just doesn't have very good driving hands.
No.
It's because he wasn't wearing the gloves.
Yep. All right. So, now that the car is gone, Eugene and
Again.
Kat make their slow walk back in the dark with the debris-filled highway back to Boonesboro. It is less than a mile, so it is 20 minutes, especially since you have to deal with the kid the entire way. Who stops screaming? He's just looking around, terrified, like he's catching his breath.
If he's not going to keep up walking pace, I am going to pick him up.
Oh no, he won't keep up. He'll do like the kid thing where you try to dress him and the kid falls limp.
All right,
So-
we're picking him up.
Yeah, just throw him over your shoulder.
Yeah, practically nothing for you to carry. There's not a problem with
Why
it.
not give him like a piggyback ride?
Yeah, don't let him get anywhere near your hair and eyes with his tiny little claw hands.
They're not claws yet.
They
Kid fingers are pointy.
Kid
Okay.
fingers suck.
they will end you. All right, so ends up being around the 4 o'clock range. Eugene and Kathlyn come back into town. They'll get in tow. Eventually make their way back to the house where Trusty Tony is still. And Fletch has been forced into an uncomfortable watch again, where he will hear Eugene and Kathlyn approaching. His footsteps in the night, especially since the little kid started screaming again, because he sees his bike and his papers that were left behind.
I swear.
Trusty Tony goes, God help me, I hear kids screaming in my dreams.
Believe me, God can't help you with that one.
Nick and Kip, I should have run you over when I had the chance.
Fletch is nodding.
Yeah, I crashed the car.
Let's just not talk about it, Eugene.
I'm going to bed.
We need a new car.
The
Go
midget
to
told
bed.
that he was still alive. We had to kill him. Just remember that.
I'm not going out at 4 in the fucking morning looking for a car. I'll have a -1, and that'll be the end of it.
Trusty Tony calls out from the mattress acquisition. You guys keep it down in there?
We need your help, Tony.
Not my watch yet.
It's not for watching.
Not my watch yet.
Kind of is.
Shut up, Potman.
Back to Potman.
Come on.
Look, I'll help you get a new car in the morning.
Like in an hour or two?
Shut up, Potman.
Because it's
Is there
pretty
light
much already
outside?
Yeah, kind of.
At 4 a.m. This far north? Eh.
Shut up, Kathlyn. Don't encourage him.
Look, if you keep this up, he's going to pull more hair out.
Steven had the well, I mean, I thought it was just scar tissue.
All right, so after the sun comes up, we'll go get to work on this.
Sure, whatever. Fletch is already attempting to go back to sleep as he says that.
All right. Potman sits his ass down and starts waiting for sunrise.
All right.
Put the kid somewhere. Try to
Losing endurance and fucking taking negatives.
Sure. You put the kid somewhere.
put him in the
But you
bathroom.
don't
close the
take
door.
kids on car trips.
The little veins are straining in his neck. He's all, like worn out and exhausted from it, but, he's trying to fight what he sees as his demise, giving it everything he's got, even in a futile struggle.
Yeah, he'll pass out soon.
It's like a mouse glued to like the bottom of like a little mouse trap who can't escape it. He's trying to smite it.
There's some really off chance that a kid his age could have an aneurysm, right?
That's
well,
not really
zombies
how
exist in the
aneurysms happen.
world.
So there's a chance.
Who
That's
knows
not
how?
really how aneurysms happen.
Who knows how B-rated movie medicine works?
So the kid's going to become a zombie.
He's actually the Spider Queen.
Spider Queen?
Spider Queen.
He is the queen?
Spoilers. Don't tell anyone.
GG.
Okay. Well, you put the kid in the bathroom for him to relax, all swaddled
Whatever.
up in cloth.
I don't give a shit about him relaxing. I just want him to pass the fuck out.
Eventually,
Jesus Christ.
the screaming stops. Although it's very difficult for Potman to hear anything approaching while that's happening.
I'm sure.
Okay, but eventually, enough time passes. Trusty Tony starts cracking his knuckles. Well, guess you can go to bed now, Eugene. I guess. Time for me.
I already got plenty of sleep. I watched third shift. Let's go steal a car.
What?
Let's go steal a car.
Yeah, let's go steal a car.
What happened to the car I gave you?
I crashed it.
Who let you drop?
You did.
You did?
No, I didn't.
You wouldn't wake up. You let me drive.
Left the keys on the nightstand, and well, there went Eugene.
I can't just invent cars. Did you see how many cars there were piled up by the barricade and how many other cars there weren't? Not piled up by the barricade?
I'm still trying
Potman
to
shrugs.
I ain't going anywhere until I eat.
Sounds like I got 15
Nice.
more minutes to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Kid stopped screaming or no?
Yeah, he eventually passed out.
Of course he did.
You sure? Some of those
Can't
things
keep up that
remarkable-
energy level from...
Remarkable stamina.
And then Tony goes in the bathroom. God, why is there a kid in here?
That's why we need the new car.
That reason
Potman
makes perfect
doesn't
sense.
explain any more than that.
Trusty Tony looks like he wants to hurt Pop. Like, got like a trusty vein bulging in the trusty temple.
A trusty vein.
It's all church.
Better than an untrustworthy vein.
He and Trusty Tony takes his time. He takes basically it's during his entire watch this all happens. So eventually, everyone can awaken and freshen up normally, and subtract another ration for breakfast meal eating.
He spends like 2 hours getting ready.
Yep, he's dragging his fucking feet.
What an asshole.
Right.
Trusty Tony doesn't care.
Dick. Oh.
Alright, we are now down to 17 rations each. Kid gets nothing. Actually, how many rations were given to,
Well, a kid probably eats crow anyway.
I don't think any food was given to his mother. I think just a liter of water. I just certainly didn't hear any food
Hey,
being
man.
given.
You don't need food, you just need water. You can get food later.
I'm okay with
I'm
this.
sure she catches enough crows.
And no food given to the kid, right? Got it.
You don't want to give him energy.
Just means more screaming.
Yep, so it's like 8 in the morning now. Tony's like, well, so what happened to this car?
Drove it into a ditch.
Why did you drive it into a ditch?
Because I didn't see it coming.
Jumped out of nowhere.
Why were you
Came
driving
out
it?
of nowhere.
Why were you driving at 3, 4 in the morning?
Try and get this kid back to his mom.
Why didn't you just let the kid go?
Because I wanted to get him back to his mom.
And what makes you think you know where his mom is?
It's the deaf
Road
white lady.
And what makes you think you know where she is?
I figure she's coming back here. That's where her kid is.
And And by somehow driving along the road till we get back to that point, we'll magically find her?
I was willing to give it a try.
Shut up, Potman.
No?
Fucking kid. Tony's like, well, did you find a car for me?
I don't know what to look for.
A car?
You were kind of particular about previous hot wirings.
You were kind of particular about taking my last hot wiring and driving into a ditch.
Tony's a dick today.
Hey,
I mean, if you're not gonna let the master drive, then
The master.
I tried to get you to.
we tried.
you could have waited.
Could have waited.
Wasn't time for my watch.
Tony, you've changed, man.
Potman's gonna walk out into the town and try and find a fucking car.
Let's find a car. Go.
It is quickly apparent that the vehicles of this 2,800 population town have been they've either left or they've been commandeered and incorporated into the massive barricade. Any sort of other vehicular structure that Eugene is finding, at least that's readily apparent, either has it has skeletal parts missing, like it's been stripped for parts, or it doesn't have any. It doesn't have any fuel and it's missing a steering wheel, or, tires that it's left up on cinder blocks. You are able to make a perception plus scavenging at a -4.
How about
Then
this?
I'll do that.
How about this? Were there any trees or anything around where you lost our vehicle?
Yes.
Yes?
There were
Close enough that if we find a winch and take it out there, we could attach it?
Fuck if I know.
Possibly. You haven't seen the site for yourself.
Yeah, I imagine I'm asking Potman.
Don't know how to winch.
So if we can't find anything else, maybe if we find a winch or something, we can try to pull it out.
Sure. Seeing as how Potman's taking the time to do extensive looking, and I imagine everyone else, even Trusty Tony, will begrudgingly looking at this. It'll take a few hours, but you do end up finding a winch serviceable enough for the operation.
What about a trusty little red wagon? Or something to get it out there with.
Yes. You can find a trustworthy...
Something of the sort.
Yes. Something
What about
of-
bicycles? Other than the kid's bike.
Absolutely no bicycles.
No bicycles. Seems like everything that could have been of use, vehicular-wise, or even food-wise or material-wise, has for the most part been commandeered already.
Fuck.
As if it was thoroughly picked clean by scavengers who had not just, hours, but days.
Of course.
Damn. Other
Bicycle
scavengers.
Brigade will not live again.
Serpent.
Serpent.